32 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, back in.
Aloha! Welcome back to my channel, Beauty here, collecting Blue Eyes White Dragons and other rare Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Today I'm mostly just going to be thinking out loud as I compare a couple of new case options and storage options for my cards. But it wouldn't be a beauty video without some mail time. Coming all the way from Kentucky. Hope it's a Blue Eyes. No, KMC sleeves. Nice. A pack of 2, each one containing 100 pieces. So my current setup is a couple dragon sleeves in a top loader, and then I put a marker tab so I know which Blue Eyes I have. But I've been eyeing one touches for a while. I just found this new one called the Card Case by Ultimate Guard, and then obviously this is also a Ultra Pro Snap, I believe. I think I got it from an earlier pickup in a video. I think it was an LOB card that came shipped with this, and then I've never seen this before. I feel like card sizes and storage is just so confusing and not really clear online, so I thought why not include Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and last but not least, Magic the Gathering, MTG. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna look at each card and how it fits in some sleeves and see how it fits in some of the cases. And I just want to speak my mind and see what I like about it and what I don't like about it. And also, this is not sponsored or anything. I bought all these with my own money, and I only was able to save up one of each. So I just want to see if I want to stay with my current setup or upgrade to maybe like a half slab, half sleeve type of situation. So let's start with the Pokemon cards first. This is a Beat Staryu from base set, I believe. Super beat. I just found this in my binder. We have Guy the Fierce Knight, and then Arbor's Elf, which I'll take out of the sleeve. So comparing these three cards, you notice that Pokemon and MTG, they're almost exactly the same. We have rounded corners, a bit of a thicker cardstock. You can notice the surfaces on those. Oh god, Staryu has seen better days. And then the outlier, Yu-Gi-Oh, which is a little smaller. As you can see, I'm trying to center the card, and you can see the borders poke out from the MTG back. Looking at the backs, putting it overlapping each other, you can see that, yeah. So the MTG cards and Pokemon cards are a little bigger. Again, I'm no expert in cards, especially from the other TCGs, especially in Pokemon and MTG. So this is just a really noobish way of looking at everything, and if it could help anybody, yeah, that'd be awesome. So to put it simply, MTG and Pokemon are a little bigger, and Yu-Gi-Oh's a little smaller. Now to test the same thing, Dragon Sleeve Clear with the MTG card. Great. Fits really snug. Well, not very snug. You can see that there's a little room left, but it feels nice and secure for sure. Putting the same dragon sleeve with a Yu-Gi-Oh card, which is my current setup. Feels good. I like the quality. As you can see, there's definitely more wiggle room with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I personally like it since it gives me more of an opening and more space for my fat fingers. And the same thing with Pokemon and the Dragon Shield sleeve. Sorry about the lighting situation. Starting to get dark out. Pokemon, Dragon Shield sleeve. Nice. Same thing, feels good and secure. Now when I put the Pokemon with the Dragon Shield in the top loader, it feels good. Not moving around in there, feels secure, but it does feel like, but if I do shake it a bit, even if I shake it a lot, it's not going anywhere. So that feels good. Got the Fierce Knight Yu-Gi-Oh card, same top loader. Now if I shake it, just like I did with the Staryu, it definitely feels a less secure, and I can definitely kind of move the card inside. I even hear it hitting the sides a little bit. So yeah, that's the current status of things. And MTG with the Dragon Shield and a top loader. Huh, interesting. I hear it hitting the sides of the top loader as well. It still feels good, feels secure, definitely better than a raw card. Maybe because the Staryu is so bent up that it's kind of hitting the sides, the front and face of the top loader, so it's not moving around as much. Moving forward, I think I'm going to use Man's Best Friend instead of the Staryu since it's so damaged. Growlithe. Great. And now to look at the Ultra Pro One Touch. Still brand new. It's held by a magnet. This is the first time I've ever actually bought one. There's all the information. Holds up to 55 point cards. Alright, feels nice. There's some good weight to it. Now, how do you open it? Oh, there you go. So I just pull from the top a little bit, and it comes off like a bit of a drawbridge. Nice. So the magnet feels pretty good. I like how clear the case is. And the sides, which are a bit more frosted. It does say Ultra Pro on the bottom back. And there's a bit of a indent on the bottoms as well. To take it in and out, it kind of works like a back of a remote control, like putting in batteries of a remote control. You kind of have to put the bottom first, and then let the top just click in place. Cool. Let's actually put some cards in here now. I'm going to start with the Growlithe with the Dragon Shield sleeve, and it does not fit. And I totally expected this. I just wanted to show people and make it obvious. Yep, it does not fit with a Dragon Shield sleeve. Taking it out the sleeve, it does fit. It barely has any space to move in there. Feels pretty good. And once I put it back on together, yeah, this should be the full case. Shaking the case, it feels pretty good. It feels like it's not going anywhere, but the card does have to be raw, so yeah, there's something that you have to keep in mind. The display quality is definitely nice though, and it does really feel nice, but I would feel more comfortable if the card was not raw. Next we're going to try Gaia the Fierce Knight, the Yu-Gi-Oh card. Same situation, with the same sleeve. It does not fit with Dragon Shield size sleeves, but probably with a penny sleeve it might still fit. Okay, now taking the raw card out, putting the raw card in, Ultra Pro One Touch. There you have it. There's a lot more space, as you can see, and it's not fully centered. Oh, and that is definitely a deal breaker right there. As you can see, right here, it hits the side of the One Touch pretty loudly, so that's definitely not going to work. But with the KMC sleeves, this should, in theory, work. So, KMC sleeves, mini, perfect, 100 pieces. I've been collecting for such a long time, but I've been skimping out and being as thrifty as I can. I haven't even opened a dozen packs or boosters, and that's kind of unbelievable, but it's pretty much the truth since I never spent money on cards, and yet I've somehow amassed a huge collection, at least back in the day. They definitely feel nice right off the bat. Okay, there you go, KMC sleeve. It's interesting. I don't know if you can see that, but this is fresh off the pack, and there does seem to be some type of residue, almost looks like dust. Yeah, I don't know if that would damage the card, or if it's on the inside or outside, but interesting that it came out like that. Maybe from its recycled plastics, or quality that it was produced in. Putting the Yu-Gi-Oh card in the KMC sleeve, and it is snug right from the bat. All these cards are a bit beat, so I don't really care on the conditions for them, except for the Growlithe and the energy card from Pokemon. Those are actually in pretty decent condition. Alright, Yu-Gi-Oh card in KMC sleeve, fits very snug. Putting in the One Touch, it works out, and putting the front back on. I definitely have to be careful when putting the front back on, because I feel like I could break it quite easily. As you can see, for like new hands as well, it does take some getting used to. Do I have it on backward? Yeah, I had it on backward. Okay. Silly mistake. And this should be the satisfying magnet click. Ultra Pro One Touch with the KMC sleeve. There's still some shaking in there, so I don't know how I feel about that. Actually, I do know how I feel about that. I'm not a huge fan, but it is better than such a raw card. A little nicer with the Pokemon card inside. Okay, taking that out. Last but not least, MTG with the Dragon Shield. Yes, I know these are the same size as Pokemon. Why even bother? But sometimes it just helps to, do it anyway and get an idea of the actual reality of things. MTG card raw with the One Touch. Click. I still hear a bit of a tapping inside. Ooh, that's really loud. Okay, so that's that. I'll even try putting the KMC sleeve with the MTG card, and yeah, this is probably super stupid, but as you can see, it does not fit. Alright, that wraps up the Ultra Pro One Touch. Next we have Card Case, 55-point magnetic by Ultimate Guard. I've actually never seen these before. I actually got both this and the One Touch at the same card shop a few days ago. The owner of the shop also called this a Beckett case, and I think that might have been a mistake. One pack. Let's open it up. Alright, right off the bat, very familiar with the Ultra Pro One Touch. Yeah, very similar to the Ultra Pro. Magnet on top, a couple dimples on the bottom. Alright, opened up the same way as the One Touch. Yep, the bottom was a little more sticky. And yeah, it definitely feels like opening up a remote control and putting batteries in it. As these also come in different points, if we can focus. This one is also a 55 point. On the bottom it does say Ultimate Guard. For the most part, for both the Ultra Pro and the Ultimate Guard, it's been minimal branding. Very clear, really nice acrylic. The sides and top are also a little frosted. I'm gonna try to put some cards in here now. That is a strong magnet for the card case. Starting off with the Growlithe. Alright, similar situation with the One Touch. The Growlithe inside the card case, as a raw card, moves around, front and side. And then with the Dragon Shield, it also does not fit. I'm sure there's sleeves out there that would fit the Growlithe and also fit in the card case and the One Touch, but I just don't have it currently. Alright, got the Fierce Knight with the KMC sleeve still on. Let's see how that feels. Alright, still moves around. For the hell of it, I'm going to put a raw spell card, Raise Body Heat. Yep, really shakes around in there. MTG, raw card, card case. Again, the display quality and protection does feel like it's there, but then when you shake things around and it hits the sides and the top and bottom, yeah, it might not be ideal, or at least not for some people. I'm still making up my opinion on this. Alright, that was the card case. And lastly, this came used already. This was shown a little bit in the other video. This is what I believe to be a Ultra Pro snap. There's different versions of this, and it's a little confusing on the details because there's UV and then there's recessed versions. I'm not sure which is which, but this is definitely an older one. Okay, Ultra Pro snap, the most simple out of these two. It simply snaps on. I'm going to try to put a Pokemon card inside. Yeah, and it fits as a raw card. Now I'm going to snap it in place. So the snap wasn't there because it's actually hitting the side of the Ultra Pro snap. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a millimeter of space. So in theory, you could accidentally just crimp your card by mistake if it's hitting one of the sides and it's not centered. It seems very secure though, but yeah, if you don't hear the snap, I feel like it's being jammed in the middle between both the front and the back. I'm still trying to put this in place. Nope. So yeah, gotta open it again. Okay, so after some wiggling around, you heard that snap. It's finally in the case. You can still hear it and shake it. So it is hitting the sides. This is definitely the most space conscious of the two. I'm not sure if it's recessed or not recessed. And yeah, just the setup alone was taking way too long, so it's a bit of inconvenient to put it in and out of the card, out of the case. Alright, the Yu-Gi-Oh card. Since there's more border room and space, this should be easier to put in, and yes it was. Oh no, nope, I think I'm still, yep, I jammed up one of the sides. Okay, now it's shaking it, I'm not hearing anything, but it should be moving around, unless I pinched it again. Alright, so I have to really line it up in the center. Yeah, this is a bit of a challenge, so you won't be able to do these quickly. Alright, there you have it. It was a little faster than putting the Pokemon card in. But as you can see, raw Yu-Gi-Oh card inside a Ultra Pro snap. Will jump around like crazy. What should be a better snug fit, a Yu-Gi-Oh card with a KMC sleeve inside. I really have to line it up to make sure it doesn't hit the sides too well. Alright, I think I did it. I did not hear a snap that time. And for all I know, it's hitting the KMC sleeve on the bottom left of the Gaia. But you know what? This is taking too long. And lastly, MTG card without any sleeves. The raw card and the Ultra Pro snap. I think I did that a little better than the last two. Nope. Alright, so if I don't hear the snap, and if the card doesn't move around inside the case, I'm quite sure that I'm hitting or sandwiching one of the sides of the card, so that's not a good thing. Okay, did I get it? Yep, I got it. Raw card, MTG, moving around. Ultra Pro, One Touch, Ultimate Guard, card case, Ultra Pro, snap. As you can see, everything held right there. Those are the corners. I'm going to put the snap back on the display and compare just the One Touch and the card case now. The Ultra Pro has a bit of a more copper goldish magnet, while the card case has more of a silver. The Ultra Pro has more of a line corner, as in 3 lines. Card case has more of a square, so only two sides. Both are really clear in the front. Sides are all frosted. It looks like the Ultra Pro is a bit more pigment frosted, if that makes sense, and then the card case is a bit more see-through frosted. Ultra Pro on the left bottom, Ultimate Guard on the right bottom. It does say 55 point right there. Also, if it focuses, 55 point on Ultimate Guard. Yeah, these cases are almost exactly the same, down to how it's opened up as well. Remote control technique to open it up. That was Ultra Pro, and this is Ultimate Guard. Remote controller technique to open it up. Ultimate Guard does feel like it has a stronger magnet. Magnet is definitely stronger in the card case. Comparing all the three, I haven't really made up my mind yet, but the snap definitely is a bit more challenging to take cards in and out, and there's definitely no magnet, so it's a bit more minimal, but it is still better than a raw card. But you just have to be careful of damaging your card when you're putting it in there and snapping it into place, because the sides could, in a way, sandwich and kind of crimp it in a way. And between the Ultra Pro and the card guard, yeah, they're pretty much almost the same. It just comes down to aesthetics at that point. If you'd rather use a, or have a gold magnet or a silver magnet. Oh, whoops, what is that? Oh, look, it looks like I scratched the Ultra Pro already, and I don't even know how I did that. Do you guys see that? Scratch right there, and also down here. So I don't know how that was just literally damaged, but I could feel that. I could feel the scratch on the Ultra Pro. Oh wow, okay, so the card case also has some scratches too. So I probably just did that just now, and I don't even know how I did it. It seems like these two do scratch easily, so that's another factor to consider. As for the KMC sleeves, yeah, they feel nice. I'm gonna pull out another one and see if it's it looks like it's dirty on the inside. Oh no. Okay, so it looks like the first one I pulled out might have had some like residue or something on the inside, but looking at the other ones, they're clear as day. So it was just one faulty sleeve, and I plan to use all of these, maybe for an STK common. So stay tuned for that. This was just an honest review of some first-hand card storage options out of the Ultra Pro One Touch, the card case Ultimate Guard, and the Ultra Pro Snap. And yeah, they're good storage options, and there's a lot to think about before upgrading, so I'm going to reserve my judgment for now. And if you guys like more Blue Eyes White Dragons and other rare Yu-Gi-Oh cards, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.